thought something was said about you or this.
No, nothing was said because a fly flew in my mouth, Kyle. I'm traumatized.
So you were quiet the rest of the day?
Yeah.
Are you sure right now that there's no flies in here and they're not going to fly in your mouth?
Oh, stop.
I have trouble even saying to myself my own head the number of years. I no more think of myself as being as old as I am than fly. I mean, it's just not, I haven't observed anything in terms of, there's not things I don't do now that I did before, whether it's physical or mental or anything else.
Welcome
to the Itchy Sweater Podcast.
Yeah! Woo, let's go!
We have a live audience today.
We have a live studio audience member today, and we are your humble servants, Victor and Wembanyama.
Ooh. Where'd that come from?
I saw a video of Wembanyama doing like a dunk, and have you seen the original Space Jam, right?
Yeah, where
remember when he's stretching
he's
out?
got some long arms.
He looks like when Michael Jordan was getting stretched to do the dunk. Like somebody in the comments was like, "I never saw someone do a finger roll dunk." Like his arms just like stretched, and then he just like lightly put the basket in from a dunk, and he just like his arms are almost as long as his body.
Dude,
his arms are as tall as my body.
That is a lengthy man.
I've never seen someone look like a jellyfish.
Yeah, his arms go down to like his knee.
Yeah,
he's huge.
Yeah, that's
the hell are the French putting in that damn coffee and stuff that they're drinking?
Yeah, I know, right? But then you also got to talk to the Grecians because you got Giannis and his brother.
Oh my gosh,
it was freaking.
Or even what's that?
Beef.
Ball.
Yeah, ball.
Ball and Tuckle Fall.
Yep. And then you got Jokic. Jokic. Yeah.
Freaking big old basketball freaking freaks.
The Europeans are coming in to dominate, man.
They're crazy.
But anyway, I have traumatizing news for you.
Traumatizing news?
Yeah. I've been traumatized.
Is this the conversation?
This is the conversation.
Oh my goodness.
So, I am not myself today. I am not 100%, and there's a reason for that. So, yesterday, I went to a birthday gathering.
Tight invite.
Huh?
Tight invite.
Yeah. So,
you know who you are. I'm calling you out.
I was sitting down. I was having a conversation with the people. At the people's table.
With the people's
people's
table. Is that
table.
what it turns into?
It's the people's table.
If he beats Roman?
Oh, the people's table?
Does it turn into the people's table?
I think it turns into the people's table.
Oh my gosh.
It's anybody's. It's you know what? If he side conversation. If
Off
he
track.
when he loses,
this
is what's going to happen. He's going to stand up after the loss, look defeated, give the crowd a nod. He's going to get on the microphone and he's going to say, maybe the people's champion is not at the head of the table, but you, all of you, made it the people's table. Yay! And then, that's exactly what's going to happen. And then he's going to walk off and we'll never see him for another 20 years. But we'll talk about that later.
I don't want him to lose.
Oh, he's definitely going to lose. It's going to happen at Elimination Chamber.
No, WrestleMania.
Yep. No, it's not going to happen at WrestleMania. That would screw Cody out of everything he's been doing.
Grabs the title and flips it up like he usually does with his titles. Yeah.
He's not going to do that.
And then the next, what is it, Payback? Mm-hmm. Cody beats him. And then, yay, he finished the story. Woohoo.
No, Cody has to finish the story at WrestleMania. He won the Royal Rumble to get to WrestleMania. Now he has to get back to WrestleMania by winning the Elimination Chamber.
So what if he just beats Seth then?
Because CM Punk is in the WWE and he's gonna face Seth.
Doing shit.
He's gonna face Seth. They've been building that feud since he got there.
Whatever.
So here's what's gonna happen.
I don't like it. No.
Cody Rhodes wins the Elimination Chamber. That gives him the ticket to WrestleMania 40.
No.
Then CM Punk wins the Royal Rumble, which gives him the ticket to WrestleMania 40. So CM Punk night 1. We got CM Punk and Seth Rollins. Night 2, we got Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. Yep.
No.
Yep.
Don't want it.
Main event Elimination Chamber, The Rock versus Roman Reigns.
I don't like it.
That's what's gonna happen.
I don't want it.
That's what's gonna happen.
I need to write for them.
That's what's gonna happen.
Tired of this crap.
That's what's gonna happen.
Anyways, traumatize me.
So I was sitting at the people's table,
People's table.
having a people's conversation,
Ooh, tell me, baby.
and I got done talking. Then someone else said something. Then someone else said something. Then someone else said something, and then. Okay, here's where it gets traumatizing.
Hold on. Okay, go.
So, I was sitting like this, and I was thinking about what I was gonna say, and then I open my mouth and I go to talk because I had to take a breath. You know what flew in my mouth? A fly. You know what I did to that fly?
You ate him.
I swallowed it. So I'm not 100% today because I swallowed a fly yesterday.
That's all it was?
That's all it was.
I thought something was said about you or this.
No, nothing was said because a fly flew in my mouth, Kyle. I'm traumatized.
So you were quiet the rest of the day?
Yeah.
Are you sure right now that there's no flies in here and they're not going to fly in your mouth?
Oh, stop. This is fresh in my mind. Don't scare me like that.
It's a fly!
I just run. I just leave you here.
I did my best.
I did my best. Oh.
What's the Toy Story meme? He's like, Buzz, look over there. It's Derrick, look, a fly. And he's like,
Right. And I jump out the window.
And then gotcha.
You are what do you call it? A strange little man?
You are a strange little man.
Yeah. So that's what happened. I don't feel good about it. I feel vulnerable. I feel exposed, and I don't feel quite right.
So now you got to talk like this with the microphone on your lips.
Yeah, I got to make sure nothing flies in there.
Make sure that the sides are secure as well.
Here's the thing, man. This fly was friends with me the entire night until I ate him, and the fly flew on my shirt because I thought I had a friend. Flies on my shirt. I'm like, okay, buddy, it's just you and me tonight. Everything's gonna be fine. Flies on my arm. I'm like, okay, buddy, you're getting kind of rowdy. I get him off my arm. He flies away. Then I turn to have a conversation, and he comes right back into my gullet.
You know you can't trust flies, right?
I thought I
All
could.
they do when they land on you is they rub their hands together like,
Oh, so he was scheming.
They scheme.
He was scheming to get in there.
They are the ops.
Wow.
Listen, there's something you know about flies is yes, they're annoying, and you can't trust them.
Well, I learned a valuable lesson last night.
Yeah, because see what he did?
Yes.
He saw your most vulnerable point, and he's like, attack now!
Yeah. I'm kind of glad that it flew in the back of my throat. Because I did like that. Because I thought maybe I can get it back up, but I'm kind of glad it flew where it did because I didn't want to feel it on my teeth. I didn't want to feel it on my tongue.
Oh, on your tongue would it? Oh.
So I'm kind of glad that it flew as far back as it did that I couldn't get it back up, and I just had to go.
You were just like, whatever.
I just had to take it.
So you know that reminds me of I watched a thing about Steve-O.
Steve-O.
And one of his
Shout out Steve-O.
The very first thing that he ever recorded for Jackass was the goldfish, whatever it's
When he
called.
swallowed it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he puked it back up.
Yeah.
He tried doing it again 20 years later. Couldn't get this fish up. And he drank. They said, he's like, I didn't get to prepare. I didn't have the water in my stomach so that it was safe, so that it would come back out alive.
So it will say.
So he's like, and then here's my problem with it. Guess what he's drinking in this video that sponsored him?
Liquid Death.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Those cretins. You want to...
So you traumatized me more.
Yeah.
This has just been a bad couple days.
Bad.
Like the past 16 or so hours.
Yeah.
Have been absolutely traumatizing.
I believe it.
I don't like the life I live.
Shut up. I don't like it no more.
Not feeling good about it.
So this episode
2024 sucks.
It's already sucks. But this episode now is sponsored by not Liquid Death. They have screwed us yet once again.
Yep. Shout out Liquid Death.
Shout out Liquid Death. We're coming for you.
Armless Palmer.
Armless Palmer, dude, it was so cool to have that.
I want
too.
them to sponsor us just because, hey, I am a lemonade iced tea aficionado.
You are. I got you one today.
Yes, exactly. So, Liquid Death, we're calling for you. If you want it, like I will shill. I will shill out your half and half. It's
That's
Dead
who we're
Billionaire.
calling out.
Yeah, Mike Cesario. It's called Dead Billionaire now. But I liked Armless Palmer. Don't let those people. They did already changed it. But anyway, give us a holler and we'll holler back.
Yeah, Mike. Hook it up, bruh.
Yeah. But I need to talk about something that's been on my mind for a while. It's been on the rounds, social media.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Very interesting topic because, I mean, the very first thing I saw about it was a man winning because of it.
Really?
I mean, it's the way that we're living nowadays that it's basically he cheated to win a contest.
Mm.
And he did it to prove, which I think we've talked about this once on an episode before. He did it to prove
Talking to Mike Big Fella.
that they were sorry. He did it to prove that they were not going to catch it and that he would win just solely off of doing this.
Okay.
And what we're talking about is AI art.
Yeah.
I like that you can get these apps and all different kinds of things nowadays and put your ideas into it and it shows them to you. I do like that.
Yeah.
I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
But to use it and get away with winning competitions, I do not agree with.
Yeah. And a few companies have been using it to not pay artists, which has also been really slimy because 2 companies recently just got caught doing that. So Magic the Gathering, the card game,
Oh, yeah.
their promotional team got caught using AI art on their social media.
Really?
Yeah, it was like super easy to catch too. It was obviously AI art, and people were calling them out for it. And so they're kind of in trouble by the art community because you have the resources, you have the money, you have the community behind you that can get this done, and it would have looked better, and you wouldn't have to face all these AI art issues that you're facing now. And also, Wacom tablets.
Whack-a-mole.
Or no, it's Wacom. Sorry, Wacom I say Wacom, but it's Wacom tablets, where artists can draw and illustrate. It's like the industry standard tablet for a lot of artists. They got caught using AI art for their New Year dragon that they released. They had like this dragon as like art as a promotional material.
Yeah.
And it was AI, and people
so
were like,
didn't draw it.
yeah. So people were like, you did this when you have the resources, you have the money, and you have the community, and you still choose the AI art because they're not trying to pay artists. So a lot of these companies are getting by trying to use AI art because they don't want to just compensate an actual artist to do a better job. So it's just like, you didn't have to do this.
No.
But
and it's, to me, it's just getting lazy now. Like, yeah, I
Super
understand that it's gonna work, but come on. I mean,
you're gonna face issues.
you're definitely gonna face issues.
Yeah, you have a bunch of people talking about how this is lazy, how this is fake, and you don't want to pay artists, and people are gonna go elsewhere. People are gonna buy other products,
Exactly.
which is what people are doing. There's other tablets that are out now that are a little less expensive. And because with Wacom, it's like a Starbucks cup. You're spending more money on the name.
Yeah.
So people are saying, hey, these are other tablets that are just as good, if not better, that are going to be way less and going to cost, like, because it's just going to be better on your wallet. So, yeah. So that's what's going down.
Yeah, no, and like you said, and like I just said, it seems like they do that. Like, I can understand if you're doing, like, say you're trying to get that last minute idea. This guy just produced this tablet, or sorry, we're not talking about tablets. We're talking about Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, this guy just came out with this really cool card idea. Okay, let's push it for this new launch. How are we going to advertise it? It's got to be out by 12 tonight, and it's 6 p.m. AI. I'm fine with it. If they can do AI that quick,
Yeah.
just to kind of save themselves, then hey, do it. In a pinch, yeah, do it. But when you use people and their art skills to create your graphics on your cards, and I think they have like boards and stuff too that they play on as well. I mean, now you're just going to use AI and you're just going to cut those people out. It's basically cutting the middleman out.
Yeah. You're not depending on your community who's made the game and the activity itself what it is.
I didn't know that they were still going with that.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that. I mean, dude, that was when we were kids and Magic was a big thing.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
I
Magic,
think
D&D.
Was that before Pokemon?
I believe so. Or around the same time.
That's 20 plus years.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yep.
And I remember
People have decks to the ceiling.
Exactly. I remember people seeing like I can't remember them now, but like seeing the backs of the cards and being like, oh, yeah, it's a Magic card, or the one that I'm thinking of right now I think it's Yu-Gi-Oh! It's the brown and orange and yellow on the back of the card with the circle in the middle.
It's time to duel.
It's time to duel. But yeah, there you go. Sorry, guys. You're going to hear me every now and then kind of talk to somebody else. I'm talking to Mason. He's our special guest today. Did you want to say hi? Did you want to say hi to everybody? Here.
Hi, everybody.
Shout out Mason.
Woo! Mason. He's got headphones on, so he's kind of yelling. He's playing Mario Kart over here, so
Nice. That's our studio audience member.
he's doing good. But yeah, no, I definitely can't believe that it has been 20 plus years that they've been doing these card games and people are still into it.
Yeah. But on that same level of conspiracies and issues that companies have been going through, something that you have been looking into is the Epstein list. Getting dramatic.
I can't even with that freaking melody.
That button.
Oh, I hate that button. It's so useless.
It's the best button. It's the best button we have.
They were talking about Epstein flight logs coming out and which celebrities or higher ups were going out to Epstein's island, and I think it was having sex with kids or something like that.
Yeah, apparently like Epstein's island was like this island where like celebrities or rich people can go to like have affairs with young women and things like that.
Not very I
Yeah.
don't know about that. Anyways, I just think it's interesting because I don't some of these people I don't care for anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some names on here that I'm like, damn, dude, like now I really got to change how I feel about you when what you do. Like, and I'm not saying that these people did screw kids.
Yeah.
Because obviously we don't know.
Right.
But I mean, there's people on here that I'm kind of shocked. Like the first one, I don't know who Adam Perry Lang is.
Yeah, the name sounds familiar, but I can't.
But
I'm more better with faces anyway.
The next name on there, and I'm kind of very shocked, is Akon.
Yeah.
Alain
I'm pretty sure.
Badara Akon Thiem is what says next to it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Chris Tucker's on there.
Chris Tucker is on there. Your favorite director's on here.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah, him, this little feet fetish guy.
Yeah, he's not my favorite director, but he's one of my favorites.
One of your favorites, sorry.
Yeah.
Your favorite movie?
Yeah, Tarantino's and his beautiful foot fetish that he has.
But there, Alec Baldwin, Anderson Cooper,
yeah,
Ben Affleck, Barack Obama,
yeah,
Beyonce,
yep,
Bill Clinton, Bill Murray. I'm trying to do all the kind of bigger names here. Charlie Sheen, which I'm honestly, with what Charlie Sheen has done with his life, I'm not very surprised. Chelsea Handler, that sounds familiar.
Oh yeah, Chelsea Handler is like the Late Night with Chelsea or something like that. She's a comedian.
Chris Tucker.
Yep.
Courtney Love.
Yep.
Demi Moore.
Yep. Stephen Hawking, you said
Stephen
he was even on there.
Stephen Hawking's on
Yeah.
here. Where's he at?
He's gonna be in the S's. They're going. Seems like they're going by first names. No, Quentin was on there, so I don't know. Maybe
I don't see it. I don't know where.
I don't know. Maybe they're not going by first.
But Gwen Stefani. A bunch of names I've never heard of before.
Interesting.
James Franco, James Gunn, Jeffrey Epstein
Yeah,
on his own island.
the man himself.
Jeffrey Jones. Jeffrey Epstein's on here twice. I don't know why.
Oh, he's doubling down.
Doubling down. This one kind of hurt me. Jim Carrey,
Yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel.
I think everybody's just on there.
I
it's like just
mean,
names. It's
dude, Oprah Winfrey.
yeah, like you name it, they're on there.
And it's even a guy named Mark Epstein. I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Somebody related to him, I guess.
Marcus.
Will Smith.
Will Smith,
Will
yeah.
Ferrell. Yeah,
Yep.
Will Ferrell. That
Yeah.
hurts. Steven Tyler. I mean, Robert Downey Jr.
So, so my question with this list is, and maybe you don't know, because I don't know either. That's why I'm asking the question.
Yeah.
Has this been verified? Like,
I-
what
I
is this
don't-
from?
I don't know, but this was the flight logs were. Somebody came out like last week or the week before and said they are going to release the names of the flight logs going to Epstein's island.
Okay.
And
Was it like an anonymous, like, source,
no,
or-
it was who did it? And I'm waiting for the person after this comes out, waiting for the person to be like, "No, man, it was the man that did this, man. You know, that was the guy that leaked the names, man." You
What?
know, I'm just waiting for somebody to be like, "This isn't right, Kyle. You shouldn't be talking about this. Those are innocent people."
Well, I don't care about that.
Know.
My
I don't
thing
know.
is, well, the names are just names, and
they
you know,
are.
you shouldn't have a parasocial relationship with celebrities anyway. But here's my thing: I just want to know if the source itself is in any way legit. Because if it is, then maybe there's some credibility to it.
It was. Oh, let's see if I can find it. Right now, I'm reading it off of. What is this app? Reddit.
Okay.
I can't remember. I should have saved it, but it was like a legal team,
Who?
like a high up legal team that was like, we are releasing the names.
Okay.
They'll be out within January, whatever day it was. I can't remember what day they released them.
Interesting.
But
The legal team, huh?
it's. I mean, I didn't know that we were still looking at this. Like, I didn't know this was still a thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, we knew Clinton was going to be. Oh, that was another name I forgot to say. I don't think I said.
No, you said it.
Did I?
Yeah.
I mean, Clinton was on there.
Yeah.
You know, all these big name people. And there was another thing that I'd seen about how when Hillary was in office, or is she still in office, or whatever she was doing, when she was a part of the legal whatever running America,
Yeah.
or ruining, or whatever you want to say, they were saying that she was covering his name up because he was already a known rapist,
Okay.
I believe. I like I said, I don't know the whole story.
Yeah.
Do I care? No.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we're putting this in here because it's big time news and we want to be big time. Cat's out of the bag. I don't give a shit.
Well, what like the only thing, like, with everything that I try to look up and verify, I just want to know how, like, if somebody's going to release this and they're saying they're going to be released and it's like a legal team of some sort, I would like to know the credibility and the validity of this so-called legal team and their credentials and how they have this information, who they know to get this information, why releasing this is why it's getting released, what's happening, because there's, I don't know, it just seems weird. It just seems really weird.
I'm trying to find out who it was.
Yeah, because it's just like, I mean, all right, sure. I mean, that's bad. Do we know it's real?
Yeah,
Like,
that's the thing. That's the thing is we don't know.
Yeah.
And I find it interesting. The reason I find it interesting about that was everybody's up in arms. And, yeah, there's times where, what's that guy's name? Ricky
Gervais?
Gervais, the comedian?
Yeah.
Was doing some show where it was like honoring. It was like an award show, and he made some jokes a while back about certain people being on visiting that island or on the list or whatever.
Yeah.
And they kept panning over to Tom Hanks, and he was like, his face was just like, "What are you talking about? Like, why are you talking about this guy?" Just the way he looked, it was like, that doesn't seem like he's hating that he's talking about this. It seems like he's hating. Not that. How do I explain this? It seems like he was mad that it was coming out, not so much as he was on the list, which is apparently his name was on it.
Okay. I mean, whose name isn't at this point? So.
Trump. Trump was the big one. Everybody said he's going to be on there.
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't on there.
Right.
Which, I mean, him being him, even if I wouldn't have been surprised if his name was on there.
Yeah.
Because he's a higher up official. He's a higher up, billionaire guy that.
Yeah, and he's been shown with pictures, like with him and all that type of stuff. Yeah.
And then like Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Bill Gates is on there.
Mm-hmm.
It's what were you guys doing at that island?
We know what they were doing. Here's my thing when it comes to rich billionaires, or just rich billionaires. Kind of a what's that?
Oxymoron?
No, not oxymoron. It's redundant.
Redundant. Oh yeah. Rich billionaires.
Rich billionaires. Yeah, like
not
obviously
poor
they're rich.
billionaires.
Yeah, I know, right?
If that's the case, we're poor billionaires.
Yeah, I know. Here's my thing with billionaires and just rich people in general.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're good people. Because it's very hard to be able to get that type of money, that type of wealth, that type of status, without being kind of an evil asshole,
an evil person. Yeah.
So
no, I believe it.
So
this kind of goes back to the episode we did about the
Miami,
the Illuminati,
and then
that whole thing.
Yeah, and how Maui could be built by two people, could be rebuilt by like two billionaires, like right now, like. Like Bezos could single-handedly...
Hawaii, that's what you meant. Yeah.
And Maui, like Bezos could single-handedly rebuild Maui.
Oh, yeah. Even better.
$5.5 billion.
Better
like that's,
than what it was.
Yeah. Like, so... And we all know that, like, whatever, like, what you're worth is not, like, exactly how much you have, whatever.
Of course.
But the thing is... Well, money is kind of, not to sound like a hippie, but money is fake anyway. So
you hippie.
When you look at like banks,
cut your hair, hippie.
It's just numbers. It's just numbers on a screen. But anyway,
true. It's just printed, colored paper.
Yeah, we print all the time. It's nothing. But if this list comes out to be real, I'm not surprised. If the list isn't real, I'm not surprised.
Well,
it's one of those things where it's like it could go either way, and either way, I'm not surprised.
And that's exactly my next point I was going to say was, I mean, so what they were going to this island. Yes, these things might have happened.
Yeah.
Maybe they did happen. Maybe that's what they did. People like this right here next to me. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's what was happening to them. We don't know. But I'm not saying that they didn't do it, but I'm also saying, okay, what
if they did?
How are we going to change it? Yes, that means they're shitty people.
Yeah,
yes.
but sure they are.
Yeah, but my point is it's an island, okay?
Yeah.
I'm sure that might have happened. I'm sure it might not have. I don't know. I don't necessarily care enough to deep dive into it and go try to make these billionaires' lives, miserable forever. I'm not that far into it.
Well, no one can do that.
No.
Because here's the thing. We know what we know, and the only people who really know what they really know are the people who went there.
Yeah. And
they don't have any obligation to tell anybody anything.
No.
And there's no legal, as far as I know, evidence that anything did happen. What we would know if the list is real is that they went to an island.
Yeah,
now, what is
is
suspected to be on that island is what's suspected to be on that island. Now, whether they did that or not, we'll never know. Only they know. But here's the thing. You should not have a parasocial relationship with any celebrity at all. There should be no celebrity on a pedestal that you worship or that you love to such a degree that them being on this list puts you in a bad mood.
No.
It should never be that for anybody.
No. And my thing I was trying to say was it's an island. Who knows? Like, yeah, they probably went to an island and maybe Maybe they did have a good time.
Yeah.
Maybe they went there and just had an actual vacation.
Maybe they just swam.
Maybe they did.
Maybe they just had a mimosa.
And,
or maybe they drank children. We don't know.
But we also don't, you can't just sit there. All these people that are crying over this list, you can't just sit there and say they're bad people. Yeah, the flight logs may have said, hey, they went there. Mm-hmm. But maybe some of these people are actually good people and didn't know, and Jeffrey Epstein maybe was just a weirdo. Maybe all these people went and nothing happened, and he was just the one that did it all.
Maybe.
We don't know.
It's a possibility.
Everything's
possible.
It's weird. I'm trying to get all this out and say possible. It, but I can't. I'm trying to form the sentences and
yeah.
I'm like, dude, there could be good people. There could be bad people. We don't know.
Yeah.
I just found it interesting.
It's full of possibilities.
There is. I just found it interesting the names that were on there. That's the only reason why I wanted to bring it up.
Yeah, everybody's kind of tripping over the names. Oh, Jim Carrey. Oh, Oprah Winfrey. Oh, it's like
Hanks,
I just don't like. Again, like I say, either way, it doesn't surprise me.
And I think a lot of people will attack it just like. You remember when Netflix did that thing about the what was it? The kid dancers. No.
Oh,
something cuties or something.
I think it was
like
called
that.
Cuties.
Cuties?
Yeah.
That whole thing. Oh, I'm just gonna stop watching Netflix or Colin Kaepernick with football. I'm just gonna not watch football anymore. Are these people not gonna watch their movies anymore?
Of course not.
I
mean, of course they are. Like, come on.
I'm still gonna watch Jim Carrey's movies.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna, buy a Windows computer. I mean,
right.
It's not that. Yes, they may be shitty people, but we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that big a deal.
Yeah. And there's a whole bunch of devices in our home that are owned by a lot of these billionaires anyway. So it's hard to not buy stuff.
Yeah. And like you always say, is it gonna change me paying my rent or anything like that?
Do I still have to go to work tomorrow?
Do I still have to do this?
It's my list of
Is plumbing
of big
gonna
things.
be there the next day?
Plumbing's there the next day. It was like when the U.S. released that they came out and said we know that aliens exist.
Okay.
And I had to bring out my board. And I
want to find this board.
I had to bring out my board. There's two things on that board of whether I should care. The first question is a big news story breaks out. First question is, do I still have to go to work?
Yep.
If the answer is yes, then I don't care. If the answer is no, I go to the next one. Mm-hmm. Do I still have to pay rent? If the answer is yes, I don't care. If the answer is no, then maybe I should pay attention some more.
We're all gonna go to work tomorrow. Nothing's gonna change.
Yeah.
And I hate to bring it up like this, but even when 9/11 happened, we still had to do what we had to do.
Yeah, there was definitely some time of grieving. Like everybody still had to go to work and do stuff, and everybody was silent.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't in the workworce at that time. I was a kid.
Yeah.
But I do remember that entire week, everywhere was just nobody was really talking.
No, it's just like that. We're still going. We're still gonna go the next day. Life goes on. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. And on the topic of conspiratorial evidence and dealings and talkings and wheeling and dealing and
interesting
private
things.
Jet flying, limousine riding,
woo,
son of a gun,
woo,
and I'm having a hard time keeping these gators down. But so Neil deGrasse Tyson,
the smart black dude, that's always on Joe Rogan's.
Shout out smart black people.
Dude, no, that's isn't he
No, he's like an astrophysicist or something like that.
Fucking smart.
Yeah. So he was doing the talk. I can't remember if it was on Joe Rogan or not, but he was
on there quite a bit, it seems.
Yeah, he was on a podcast. I do know that much. And he was talking about the pyramids and aliens and how people talk about how no single human beings or people could have built the pyramids, must be aliens, basically.
Okay.
And there's a reason why that's false that he brought up, and there's a reason that I kind of knew why it was false, and he was able to put it into words.
So we're saying that aliens did not build the pyramids.
They did not build the pyramids. It was people.
And that the pyramids were not beacons. What was the theory? They weren't beacons to help them travel to different planets or something like that?
No.
No?
Here's what pyramids are. Pyramids are perfect structures.
Triangles.
Yeah, they're perfect structures. So The reason why the pyramids have lasted as long as they have and no other building has is because they're pyramids. It doesn't matter if there's an earthquake, how bad a storm is, how much rain. A pyramid is a perfect structure. It cannot be knocked down. As much as it degrades, it's still going to be a pyramid. It's still going to have the same shape. It's still going to be able to stand. So the pyramids have lasted as long as they have because they're pyramids. They're the perfect shape for survival. They survive everything. So if you have, let's say, 100 people, and you have hundreds of years to build this structure, you're going to be able to build this structure. People are not stupid. People have never really been dumb. If you give people the resources and the time, and you have the manpower, which Egypt did, which was basically slave labor, you can build a pyramid. You can build many structures. The reason these other structures have not lasted because they were built out of pillars and sand and dirt and dust and mud. So they're going to crumble. They're going to rot. They're going to fall. Pyramids, on the other hand, are not going to. They're going to degrade. They're going to rust or, break down, but it's still going to be a pyramid. So that's why they're still there after all these years. It's not aliens. It's just a perfect structure.
I still want to know how they
Channels.
just
How they moved them?
how they made it so that they're smooth. Or they're not smooth on the side, are they?
No, they're not.
They're
You can actually walk them. You can actually walk up on them. They're like steps.
I don't know. I just because I've been in. This is a bad example, but I've been in is it the Luxor in Vegas?
You tell me. You went there.
Dude, I haven't been there in like
I'm messing with me.
12 years.
Shout out Vegas.
You sick freaking nasty town, you. I think it's the Luxor.
Okay, I'll show you a Luxor.
It is the Luxor.
Okay.
Yeah, giant pyramid.
Oh yeah, the giant pyramid. Yeah.
So I've been inside that, and I've seen how they do all their rooms and stuff around there, and I mean it slants all the way up like inside of a pyramid would look.
Yeah.
But thinking about how big those, not bricks, but cubes of stone or whatever it is.
Yeah, rock and stone and dirt. And,
that go all as high as they do.
yeah.
Like, how the hell did you guys build that?
It's easy.
Oh, let me see you go do it then.
No, I'm not saying it's easy for me. I'm saying you have 100 people and time, you can build anything. He was like, Neil deGrasse Tyson was like, give me 100 people in 100 years, I can build anything you want me to build.
That'd be amazing.
But the technology that we have now, we can build literally anything. My thing is, ancient civilizations that built the pyramids had, we know for the most part what they did was dig channels, and they had water that flowed through these channels. They'd put these stones in that channel. The water would like basically carry the stone. And there would also be someone dragging the stone as well. So you had people who were dragging the stone through those water channels and bringing it to where it needs to be. You get a whole bunch of people to pull it up and have a slanted like a ramp.
Yeah.
You pull it up that ramp and then you place it.
I still.
And then you just go stone by stone, brick by brick. You have 100. Like think of what 1,000 people looks like. Just think of a crowd of 1,000 people. Do you think those people would be able to build pyramids even with just like regular, just nothing much as just tools? Not even any like cranes. No bulldozers. None of that. I think they can.
No, because the crowd I'm thinking of is the church that I go to.
I'm just saying, just 1,000 people who have nothing but just will
1,000
and a couple of
able-bodied
tools.
people.
Yeah, just 1,000 able-bodied people, grown-ups who are just willing to do some work.
Yeah.
And they could definitely build a pyramid in probably less than a year.
Probably with the technology we have now.
Yeah. Not even any machinery. No bulldozers,
no
cranes.
bulldozers, no cranes.
Yeah, just people who can just do stuff because we have the ability to do that now.
How high and how big?
As high as this building. The building I'm in right now.
Which is what, one more story?
Yeah, so just build a pyramid as high as a 4-story building.
As wide and as tall as this?
As wide and as tall as this building.
That's a decent size.
I think that would take less than a year. If you started January 1st, it would probably take you to November.
You're talking no plumbing, no nothing, just a pyramid itself.
Just a pyramid.
Damn, really?
Just made out of stone. Pyramid made out of stone. I think less than a year.
With how many people?
1,000.
Oh, with 1,000. Okay, yeah, probably.
So
That'd be crazy.
think about that amount of people, if not more, with the ability to think about how to use the river that flows, just raw manpower and strength, and time. And you got pyramids that last forever.
I think it would be really cool to see.
Yeah.
Even if somebody just did a small one.
Yeah. So it's like we make crazier stuff every day.
Oh, dude!
Like the things that we make that we kind of take for granted are absolute like marvels in reality. The fact that we are able to do what we do.
Yeah.
So
no, I believe it.
Yeah.
Now here's the question: with our technology,
yeah,
how long
to build a pyramid like the ones in Egypt?
No, just one like here, like we were saying, as tall as this building, wide as this building.
A month and a half, maybe
and a
2
half.
months. Yeah.
Damn, that'd be crazy.
Like with machinery and dozers and cranes and yeah.
I mean, because it has to have the open chambers and everything. Like, just say like the main chamber area. I'm not saying chambers that catacombs and stuff that go out this way or whatever.
Because again, that took generations.
One big room
With a pyramid.
in a pyramid.
Yeah, not long at all.
2 months.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because all they have to do is really just stack stone.
I'm challenging somebody to do it now. I want to see it. I'm not going to do it. I want to see it.
I just wanted to observe.
I just want to see it. I just want to be wowed.
I just want to laugh.
You suck!
But the reason I bring up laughing is because I also want to talk about comedians. This is another thing that kind of gets under my skin.
Okay.
Is comedians who do crowd work only. Or mainly crowd work. So this is why
some people are good at it.
This is why they gets under my skin. Now, I'm talking in a live studio audience. I'm not necessarily talking on social media. Okay. Because that's different. Even though it still kind of bothers me. Let's say you go to a comedy show.
Okay.
And the comedian has like 20 minutes on stage.
Okay.
And like, let's say 10.
We're talking like small venue, like what's that one in
Comedy Club?
LA, the Laugh Factory?
The Laugh Factory.
Yeah, okay.
So let's say you're at the Laugh Factory.
Okay.
And a comedian gets up there. He does like, he's got like 20 minutes. Let's say 10 minutes is crowd work.
Okay.
Here's why that's a problem for me. Is because the person on stage is the comedian, the professional. They have the microphone. They pick somebody out in the crowd. Could be anywhere in the crowd. Have like a little back and forth conversation trying to get the crowd on their side. That bothers me because the comedian is the comedian, not the random chicken 5A. I don't care about her. I don't care about anybody. I'm here to laugh.
Yeah.
What if I'm on the other side of the comedy factory? The Laugh Factory. I said comedy factory. What if I'm on the other side? I can't hear that person. I can only hear the comedian. All I'm hearing is, oh yeah, you gotta, oh that's really funny. You gotta give, oh yeah, really, okay, that's really good.
Hold on.
And then I'm on the corner bothered.
Stop. What language is this? We're not in LA. Where are you?
I'm speaking comedian. I'm speaking crowd work. It's called crowd work language.
Is that what you were doing?
It was called crowd work.
When you were checking the microphone?
Yeah, I was doing crowd work. And everybody laughed. It goes,
hey, there we go. You did it correctly. I'm so proud of you.
yeah. So that bothers me because, hey, comedian, I'm here to laugh at your material. I'm not here to see you have a stupid conversation with a stupid person. I'm the person. I'm the audience. We're the audience here to look at you do your job.
Okay.
And you're doing crowd work for 10 plus minutes? It's like, dude, do some comedy.
Okay.
Because I'm over here just hearing,
So
I can't hear her. She doesn't have a mic. You do.
I get that, but I don't care as long as I'm laughing. So, like, you know who does a big time is Matt Rife.
Yeah.
Up and coming, probably the best looking comedian I've ever seen.
Yeah,
like,
handsome Squidward.
Dude,
People call him handsome Squidward.
Really?
Yeah, because he looks like the
hilarious.
photorealistic.
That's hilarious. The muscular one? The
yeah.
painting?
Yeah, they're like the really big with like the chin
Yeah.
and the lips.
Oh my god.
They call him handsome Squidward.
Yeah, that's a good looking dude. But 10 out of 10 would smash. Anyways, don't tell my wife. No, she probably won't care as long as I get paid.
You've been saying it in your sleep.
Yeah.
She already knows, allegedly.
Oh, Matt, right?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. Anyways, so he does it, and when I watch any of the videos online, or if I watch any of he's got a comedy special out there, wherever it is,
Natural selection.
as long as he's explaining it, okay, so she just said this, or if you can barely hear it, if I'm laughing, I don't care. I'm laughing at your material.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the whole show.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
He does his own stuff for the majority of the time.
Yeah.
If he has an hour and he does 50 minutes of comedy and then does 10 minutes of crowd work, I don't care. Bless you.
If it's a comedy special, sure. But if you're in a comedy special, you don't really have to do crowd work because people who are there to see you.
Exactly.
But my issue is when
I've never been to a live, at a comedy
I've been to a few
place, so I don't know how to feel about that. I would have to go there and experience it first to experience what you have.
Yeah.
All my comedy stuff, Netflix, Facebook, YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
I watch it. I don't go get to experience it. I never have.
Yeah.
I would love to, but I have not. Now, would I hate them doing crowd work the whole time?
Oh,
Absolutely.
for sure. Yeah.
Absolutely would. Even if it was half the time, I would hate it.
Yeah.
Dude, come up with some, stuff on your own. Even if you're making up a story,
Mm-hmm.
which I guarantee you 90% of the time,
Oh, of course, most
the
of it's
stuff
made
they
up.
say is when they go, yeah, my wife the other day, she said this.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she didn't say that.
Sometimes they're not even married.
Exactly.
So
But
I have no problem with that. The storytelling.
But I love the storytelling. I like that kind of stuff. It's good.
Yeah.
You know who the guys that did who were the 4 white dudes at Blue Collar Comedy Tour?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That was one that we had watched. Or even what was the one Cedric the Entertainer,
Kings of Comedy.
Kings of Comedy.
Yeah.
Those are great.
Mm-hmm.
Because they just storytell and they talk about certain things. It's great.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
I can understand why crowd work could be bad half or more of the show that you're at.
Yeah. Because if you're repeating it back to what that person said, even that's kind of annoying because I'm like, okay, the person said this. It's but if you are doing a thing where it's not even repeating back what that person said, now it's even more annoying because not only can I not hear them, I don't even know the conversation both of you are having.
Yeah.
The only people who know the conversation both of you are having is that
People
person
in
and
that
people
area.
in a 5-foot vicinity of that area.
Yeah.
That person does not have a microphone.
True.
They're not a trained comedian. You are. Do some comedy. So it's just, I get it if it's funny. Sure, I can get a chuckle. It's just so annoying to be just hearing just a tiny voice and someone reacting to it.
Yeah.
And it's okay, cool.
Yeah,
And
thanks.
even on TikTok to where comedians will post little clips of that. Mm-hmm. If there's no captions or anything like that, I don't know what that person is saying.
Yeah, because all you hear.
Yeah. Oh, you come and I'm like, God.
You're getting too good at that.
But I can kind of understand it there.
Yeah.
I can understand that more because it's quick clips and you're trying to get your name out there. And when I'm going to the comedy show, not to tell people what to do, because I'm not a comedian, not to tell what comedians what to do, but I feel like 5 minutes is a good, that's where you get people on your side.
Even a end of the show, thanks for coming,
Yeah.
and then you just kind of chit chat with everybody.
Yeah, and you have an interactive thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's I like comedians who involve the entire crowd.
Yeah.
Who will make fun or poke fun at the people's city, how people dress, their food, just stuff that brings everybody on their side instead of just some random dude back all the way in the back and I'm all the way in the front. I'm like, what the hell is that person even saying?
See, I love the ones that they'll shout like from there's one that actually it's Matt Rife. He says something about this girl was talking about like a stripper, and he goes, "Your boy, something about a stripper," and the guy go in the top of the crowd, the next balcony or whatever up. He goes, "Yeah, her boyfriend's a stripper," and so he looks up and he goes, "So." I love when people put their 2 cents into it during the show.
Yeah.
And even when it's not like a special.
Yeah.
You know, either sometimes you'll have like a, "I love you," and they're like, "How'd you get out of my room?"
Right.
Get back in the closet.
Yeah, something like really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
stuff
like a
that.
nice little thing
It's
gets people
hilarious.
laughing. Yeah. Because you don't want people heckling. And when people like yell unprompted, that can bother a comedian. But I love when they take it like that and they just kind of make everybody laugh.
I think the people that go after the hecklers are hilarious sometimes. There's who's the guy that was, he was talking about a girl that was from Germany talking about Nazi jokes.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
He was talking about that, and she's like, "What you're saying is not funny." And he goes, "Oh, imagine that. The girl from Germany doesn't like the Nazi jokes." Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Right. But yeah, I saw that on TikTok too. But yeah, I just, that's just one kind of thing that just like, I want to see mainly material. And I understand why you wouldn't post mainly material on social media, because one thing, you don't want people stealing it. And then, like your act gets out and then people are like, they're going to your show and they're not as surprised because they've seen it already. I understand. It's just like, I feel like the crowd work, the one-on-one, the back and forth is just a little bit too excessive. And it seems to just be mainly what a lot of comedians are doing now. And I want to see comedians like with structured material.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Before we close this out, I got to know, did you watch the Dave Chappelle?
I didn't. It is good, but I'm going to watch it.
There are some lines that he crossed.
No, I'm sure he did.
And I was like, oh, shit. Too soon. Too soon.
Too soon. With Dave Chappelle, nothing's ever too soon or too late.
Dude, he talks about, he goes, this is my impression of the Titanic victims at the bottom of the ocean when the what was the little thing that
the
went
submersible?
Down there? The submersible came down, and he does like he makes it sound like he's underwater, and he goes, "Oh, hello, welcome to our grave." You're fucking hilarious.
Well, the thing about that
I was
too.
like, "Oh, Dave, no."
well, nobody cared about, like, obviously the family did, but nobody had sympathy for those people.
No.
Going down there, spending all that money to
They're
go
billionaires.
down, like, yeah, and they were going down to see the Titanic, which you could see already. Like, you could just like stay home and look at it. But you didn't have to go there and look at this tiny little screen.
I think they
digital
were
screen of
to
it.
touch it or something.
I don't know what they were expecting, but they didn't. Oh, God. Anyway, remember to like, share, follow, subscribe, rate, comment, all that good stuff. This has been the Itchy Sweater Podcast with a live studio member.
Mason, all I have to ask is, can I get a "oh yeah"?
Oh yeah, everybody.
Podcast.
Give me a oh yeah, everybody.
All the buttons.
Yeah, podcast.
Podcast.